Yo, what's good? It's your boy TPJ.
It's your boy Pappy Season.
It's Hoops Brews, episode number, what is this, 23? Episode number 23.
Our Jordan episode.
Huh?
Our Jordan episode.
Oh,
great.
It has to be great.
It has to be great.
So, I guess you're about to see episode 23, Hoops and Brews. Let's go.
It's going to be great.
It is going to be great.
But you would more so look to him to defend the best player consistently. But for me, I'm going to go with Eric Gordon. But the big discussion.
MVP.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna run down my list to you.
Okay. And you're gonna be mad at my list, but it's okay.
I don't be mad at your list, man.
Yes, you will.
Your list. I'm gonna say I think Harden should win it.
Mm-hmm.
I want Russell to win it, but Houston is on a 3-game losing streak, but they'll still probably end up with, I'll say, 53 wins. So I think Harden gets it. Russell finishes second. And honestly, Kawhi should finish after that. Then, honestly, I want to put LeBron fourth. I really want to. But I'm going to put John Wall fourth, man. I think what John Wall has done this year has been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, incredible. John Wall has had, like, even if you look at his last stretch of games, like his last stretch of, I think, maybe 5 or so games, it's been like 30 points.
Yeah, but they've been 5-5 in their last 10 games.
That's cool, but look at what they've been doing since, December? Like, I guarantee
they still
like
the
I
fourth
said,
seed. They're the fourth seed right now.
But they were like they were 10 games under 500 coming to, like, I think maybe December, like late December. They were dead in the water.
Yeah, he wasn't playing that good.
And then something clicked and he went clean up. Okay. Like, I got to give it to John Wall for what he's done this year, and then I'm going to put LeBron fifth, personally. I know I want to put Zeke in there, but I'm not going to put Zeke over LeBron because LeBron, I think, averages 25, but he still averages like 8 and 8. And I think Zeke averages, granted, he can't average 29, 8 and 8 because he's 5'9", but I still got to account for those like other stats. And also the Cavs don't win without LeBron. Ever. Like when it's and also the Cavs have had a lot of injuries all year. That's why I be saying, like, yo, they've never fully gotten in rhythm with this full roster. Like, even Korver's hurt now. It's like JR was hurt, then Korver will be hurt, then Love will be hurt. Like, they've been hurt all year.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. They just think that they're gonna flip a switch that's not gonna necessarily, that they not necessarily don't know if they're gonna actually be able to flip.
They need to.
They're playing like they think they can walk through the East. I told you, they're not gonna make it.
No, listen. At least the last 2 games, they've been playing with much more defensive. The issue has been on defense. They've looked like they haven't cared. They've been playing with much more defensive intensity, and also they have no rim protectors. But if you look like you care on the perimeter, you can kind of sort of mask some of the fact that you don't have any rim protectors. If you at least attempt to try on the perimeter. They haven't even been attempting to try. The last couple of games, they've been attempting to try, but they haven't been hitting shots. That's the issue. We don't have shooters like you said, the Warriors hadn't been hitting shots, but the Warriors still have 2 of the greatest shooters of all time on their team. The Cavaliers don't, and Kyle Korver hasn't been there, and JR hadn't damn near played all year. So if you're not hitting shots, it looks much worse than a team who has 2 of the greatest shooters not hitting shots because they gonna steal. They're not hitting shots. It's different from everybody else's not hitting shots. You feel me? So, like, they really haven't been healthy with this full roster. I think if they can get healthy and get in a rhythm, they can still roll over most of the East if they can get healthy. But I think for them getting past Washington is going to be hard because of John Wall's play, man. You don't have no rim protectors, and you're going against John Wall is strong. I've seen John Wall finish some and-1s that he shouldn't finish. John Wall is strong. So, like I said, mine is Harden, Westbrook, Kawhi, Wall, LeBron.
All right, so this is, you're not gonna like this, and the rest of the internet isn't gonna like it, but it's fine, and you gonna you gonna talk shit about me for my picks.
You gonna say 7?
No, you gonna no, that's not what I'm saying. You gonna talk shit about my picks, but I'm gonna actually justify why I'm saying what I'm saying, and it's gonna make sense, right? So for my top 5 MVP candidates, number 1, I'm gonna tell you who I think should be the MVP, but then I'm gonna tell you who are in my top 5. Okay.
Okay.
So the MVP winner for me personally, I honestly think should be James Harden. I love Russ. I think Russ is a tremendous player. I think Russ has Michael Jordan killer instinct, but I think Russ. I watched so many Oklahoma City games where Russ loses them the game.
Who else can win it for him?
No, but listen. It's not even losing the game in terms of the framework, as in like, oh, he made a turnover, so they lost the game, right? He just takes the worst fucking shots. Like the game they lost on Friday against San Antonio, they were up by 10 points. He was 6 feet behind the 3-point line, pulled up for a 3. The Spurs came down, made a 3. Went back on the possession again, got a turnover, came back. Kawhi got hurt. Kawhi got fouled. He made the layup, went to the line, sunk the free throw. The game was a 4-point game. After that, the Spurs went on a crazy run, took the game back, and then they won the game.
But you had to know that was going to happen with that game, though.
Like, no, because if you make better shot selections, like, look, I'm fine if he driving and kicking and somebody misses a 3. But if you up by 10 and you were up by 20, no, they were up by as much as 23 in that game. So if you up by as much as 23 in the game, you already know that the
Warriors.
Yes, but that's a different thing, though. Because the Warriors started off the game and they weren't making any shots. The Warriors started off the game and they weren't making any shots. Russell damn near had a triple-double by halftime in that game.
Listen. I think what you're forgetting is when the Spurs started making their run, Adams and Robertson were in foul trouble and on the bench.
That has nothing to...
Who gonna guard Kawhi?
Bro, listen to me. That has nothing to do with in the game. You up by 10.
That doesn't.
I'm talking about.
You're right. No. You're right. But
that shot literally shifted the whole momentum.
You're right. But
Russ has lost them more games to me than. No, listen to me. Harden does that a lot too. But I feel like Harden has lost his team less games this year doing that than Russ has.
Have never been a team.
No, because I feel like because to me
Harden takes awful shots too, bro. Like them threes he settles for him, and you can easily get to the rim are awful. Harden can get to the rim with anybody, but he settles way too much.
But you say he settles way too much, but you know what I heard last night during the game? Harden is the first player in the NBA history to have
on threes like
no, to have 4 consecutive seasons where he has scored at least 2,000 points, and in those same seasons he has made more free throws than he has made field goals in shooting it. The only other people to ever do that were I can't remember the name of the other 2 people that they named.
I would love to hear these names. I can't remember the names.
I can't remember the names. But the only other 2 people to do it, they both did it once. He's done it 4 times. Harden gets fouled. So when you say he's settling, how much is he really settling when he's shooting the most free throws in the league?
Because look, bro.
That means you literally want him to only go to the hole and only get.
But yo, you gotta watch the game. It's like certain times when he'll come down and it's like the shot clock will be, or like something, shot clock will be at like 8, and he just dribbles, and it's like, yo, please don't take this fucking step back 3 from like 25 feet and he'll shoot it. It's like, yo, that's a bad shot. You know you can go get fouled. Go get fouled. You're the best at getting fouled.
I disagree with that because that allows him that ability to drive to the rim. If he's not gonna take those shots, then that means that they're gonna play him more toward the rim. He has to take those shots that way.
And
you literally cannot say anything about what James Harden has done this year, bro.
I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him.
He's way more efficient than Russ. Not turning the ball over, getting to the line.
No, I think James Harden averages the most turnovers. No, James Harden is on pace to break the turnover record by I think 100 turnovers. Technically, he just has the ball so much that it don't matter. He probably has like 400 turnovers this year, which is like a whole lot. That's like the record.
That's a lot of turnovers.
Exactly, but he has the ball.
Okay, so who's your MVP? Harden. Okay. Then why you arguing me against him?
I'm not arguing with you against him.
You are arguing me against him. We just spent all this and you.
I'm not. Honestly, I forgot what the main argument was. It was something about Russ. You said something about Russ.
I said that I've seen Russ lose his team more games this year than I've seen Harden do.
And I said it's because Harden has a better team. His team is just all around.
I just think Russ makes bonehead plays.
Russ does do stupid shit, but Harden does stupid shit. Look at his game against the Warriors. He does stupid shit.
All right.
Harden does stupid shit. They just have a better team, so he can mask it better.
Okay, cool. So for my my top 5. So
wait. Who do you think should win MVP? Because you said Harden would win it, but you think
and I think Harden should win it.
Okay. All right.
I think Harden should win. I think Russ has done an amazing job, and he's given his all to him. But they got a 16-21 record on the road. Their point differential, they're only +1. They're averaging 106 points, but they're giving up 106 points a game. Russ is still getting a tremendous amount of turnovers. His usage rate is higher than damn near anybody in NBA history.
Kobe's, right?
It's one of the highest. It's one of the highest in NBA history.
But you know it's crazy because I think he's only played over like 38 minutes, like when they went to overtime. I think he's only played over 40 minutes when they went to overtime, like 5 times. So he's doing all of this in like 35, 37 minutes. This is crazy.
No. I'm definitely not discounting anything that Russ has done this season in terms of like saying that anything bad about it. Like I think he's played a tremendous season. I think that he definitely proved the fact that he deserved. I think that he proved that he deserves to be a number one. But the only thing about it is a team with Russ as number one is never going to win a championship. So Russ will never win a championship. I don't think Russell Westbrook will ever win a championship because I don't think that he will change and adapt his game enough to become a champion. And I think that's what it takes from when you're a champion. You have to make sacrifices. You have to do the things like a Steph Curry would do where he still sets screens for it. No, because those things matter. You fucking talking to me about LeBron James winning jump ball, make him an MVP and shit. Setting screens matter. You think them screens where when he's getting other people open shots don't matter?
I don't think
what other MVP player you know is out there setting screens for their teammates? You see Harden do it?
Look, Harden can't because he don't have the
You see Russ do it? You mean Harden can do it? Harden got 3. All they do is shoot threes. Literally, all they do is shoot threes.
They run a different. It's a different offense.
He can still set screens, bro.
Listen. They run a different offense. D'Antoni's offense is like, Harden, you bring the ball up. Draymond is the point guard for Golden State. A lot of times Steph plays off the ball.
All right, okay, fine.
So we can do that. You make it but look, you literally made it seem like Steph the only MVP in history to set screens.
No, I'm not. I'm saying those are the things that make you an MVP caliber player.
Russell would set screens if he played a different offense. He would have to.
No,
when you play with OKC,
Russ,
you can't set
you
no
can't
screens.
play no different offense with Russ. That's the point.
You can.
You can't play a different offense. Fucking KD was there and he couldn't get any fucking shots, so he left to go to a team with 2 other players averaging 20 points a game, and he's still getting the same amount of shots as he was getting when he was playing with Russ.
KD got shots. KD got shots, bro.
KD
got shots. The issue was KD wasn't assertive enough. Look. The issue with KD and Russ is,
you've been making the fucking argument. KD is the best offensive player of all time.
Listen. The issue was KD's personality isn't as good as his talent. Like, isn't as assertive as his talent, which is why it works for the Warriors. Because KD is a guy who's like, KD is mad fucking cold, but KD wants to just fit into an offense, run around screens, catch and shoot. KD wants to do those things, right? But with the Thunder, and he can fit in with the Warriors because it fits perfectly within their scheme. KD doesn't want to be the assertive when he doesn't, and he doesn't have to do that. All he has to do is be Kevin Durant. We gonna pass you the ball. You the best knockdown mid-range shooter in the league. You can pull up from 30, and when we need you to ISO, you can ISO. The thing with OKC was KD was the best player, but Russell had the most assertive personality, which is why it ain't work. If KD had the personality, if KD had the personality of a Kobe, it would have worked.
It wouldn't have worked.
It would have worked.
It wouldn't have worked.
You think Russell don't know? You think Russell deep down inside don't know KD better?
I you know what? Listen to me. I feel the same way about Russell as I do about Clay, but the difference is Clay knows that he's not as good as Steph Curry.
I think Russell knows he's not as good as Kevin Durant.
No, but listen to me.
Listen to me.
Wait. Listen to what I'm saying.
But Steph still has that personality, bro.
In Klay Thompson's mind, Kevin Durant come here, I don't care. I'm still going to take the same amount of shots. And he's taking more shots. He has that same mentality as Russ. But the difference is Klay Thompson knows when I'm hot, I'm cool to be hot. I'm going to go. I'm going to score my points. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to play good defense, affect the game in other ways. When I'm hot. When I'm not, I'm going to make sure that my go-to guy, that although I may feel that I am a superior athlete and I may feel that I might overall have more quote-unquote talent than this guy and be able to do things that he can't do, I know he is the best player. I'm going to put the ball in his hands. Russ don't do that. That's why they never won. That's why they never won. That's why they never won.
Couple points I got to make here, and I don't want to make it a whole Warriors thing. But couple points I got to make here. For one point is, this goes back to when you said Kevin Durant isn't a leader or Kevin Durant isn't the closer. Steph still has that mindset. Don't get it fucked up because he's some little short, light-skinned dude on the court. Steph got that mindset. Steph is a murderer. Steph has that mindset. What, like you said, what have you seen from KD to say he has that mindset yet?
I mean, his MVP year, you saw that. But
Did
Russ
you really?
Russ was also.
Really?
But you argued that his MVP year was better than Steph's last year. So don't you fucking
been.
start. Don't you start with me, because then you backtrack the arguments you made weeks ago.
Listen. That's different from having a mindset. Dion Waiters averaged 16 points, but Dion Waiters got the mindset of every great player ever. Dion Waiters don't give a fuck. Steph Curry don't give a fuck. He don't. He walked in Oklahoma City, bro. And with 5 seconds left. How many seconds left when he shot that shot, bro?
It was like 2.7 seconds left on the clock.
He pulled up from 40 feet. He don't care. He obviously, now, he may underperform in some things, but I never think it's because he's scared. I think he just ain't showed up. I never think it's because he's scared. I've never once said I think Steph is scared. I've always said Steph is way too good to never have a great finals. I think Steph will have one of those.
And I still disagree that he's had great finals. He's won the finals, so he's had a great finals. You can't win a championship and not have a good finals, bro.
Listen.
It just wasn't finals MVP caliber. Okay. Fine. If you want to say that, okay.
Okay, cool. He's had smooth finals. He's had good finals. But it's not like when we look back and think about, there was a he's had no defining moments to me in the finals personally. But it don't mean he don't have that mindset. It don't mean none of that. So I think that even though Klay might in his mind think that, Steph looks at him like, no, you not better than me. Because I think Steph, even though Steph may not be the vocal leader, like you said, I still think Steph is the leader of the team.
And Steph is better than Klay though.
Of course.
Steph is still this year averaging 25, 7 assists, and like 5 rebounds.
Of course. And KD is better than Russell. But because KD doesn't have I don't think he has the assertiveness that Steph does. As far as like,
I would love to get KD on this podcast.
Yeah, but I
would love to hear you say that to that man's face.
No, it's like KD.
Would you tell it to his face?
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, bro, you one of the. I would look at him like, yo, in my personal opinion, you one of the coldest human beings to ever pick up a basketball. I don't think you can name 25 people to play basketball.
I don't think you can name you really can't name 15 people. You can name more. You can name better winners, but you can't name 15 people. Honestly, you really can't name 5 people that can play basketball better
you
than literally.
I'm happy you say this because you be acting like KD not.
No, I don't be acting like no. Listen to me. I don't be acting like KD is cold, and this is why I'm about to get to my MVP point. Right. So my top 5 for MVP. I'm not putting Kawhi in my top 5. I'm not putting Kawhi in my top 5. And you want to know why? Listen, I'm not putting Kawhi in my top 5 because I've seen a lot of instances from Kawhi this year where they've won games big against bad teams, but he wasn't necessarily always the one making the plays. He's had a couple. Wait a minute. He's had some games this year where he has really shined bright, but even in like a game against the Warriors where they were up by 20, you cannot put the ball in Kawhi's hands at the end of a game for the last 6 minutes and say, Kawhi, go and win me this game. And to me, if you're going to be a most valuable player candidate, I got to be able to put the ball in your hands in the last 6 minutes of the game, whether we tied or whether we down by 6 or 10, and say, yo, go win me this game. Any of them dudes in that category, you can do that. You can't consistently do that with Kawhi. No, you can't. He doesn't show up in big games like that. Like he makes great defensive plays at the end of those games to help affect those games. But I'm talking about I'm giving you the ball. Go win me the game. I don't have that faith in him yet.
How many players on your list do you really have that faith in?
Listen. So for my top 5, I'm gonna go Russ, Harden, LeBron because just the sheer amount of minutes that he's played. I'm gonna go with Lil Zeke, right? And then I was thinking about this, right? And I know you're not gonna like this.
You say Steph.
I'm gonna say Steph, but listen. I'm gonna say Steph Because no, but listen.
What rank is he?
He would he would be number 5.
Okay, that's fine.
He would be number 5 on that list. He would be number 5 on that list. But I would give him some.
Okay.
If somebody gave him some second, third, fourth place, fifth place votes, I'm fine with it.
I'm not mad at that because Steph's play since, like you said, since Kevin Durant, it hasn't been up to last year. But you can't expect the man to play like.
Hold on, wait a minute. But listen. Since KD got hurt,
he's been playing MVP at MVP level. Last year was
since
just
KD got hurt.
He's been playing great.
Since KD got hurt, they went on a little slide. As I told you and Scott, they just weren't making shots, right? They weren't making shots and they weren't playing defense. After they lost that game to Boston and then they lost to Minnesota, I think Steve Kerr said, all right, we got to hit a reset button. That was the Spurs game. All right, y'all resting. Look, it's enough for the bullshit. We got to play defense. We got to play like we did last year or we not going to be where we want to be. Because we don't know if KD going to come back and beat KD. So either y'all going to go out and y'all going to win this shit or we just going to fold up and let's just go home. Yeah. Right? So since then, they've won 10 games in a row. In that stretch, they've beat the Bucks, who are a playoff team. They beat Oklahoma City, who are a playoff team. They beat Memphis. They beat Houston twice, and they beat the Spurs. In those games, since they won on that 10-game winning streak, Steph Curry, 29 one game, 28 another game, 27 and 12 another game, 32. He had 32-7. He had 32. 12 and 7, I think, in that last game against Houston on Tuesday. Right. Then against the Spurs, he had 29 and 11. Then yesterday against Harden, he put up 24 and put the dagger in them late in those games. He's still been playing. And then listen. According to Fox Sports, right? And this was before the San Antonio game. These are stats. Over the last 8 contests, Curry is averaging 25 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 2.5 steals a game. He has a usage percentage of 30% and a true shooting percentage of 65.4%. He hasn't necessarily been on fire, but those numbers are awfully similar to his 2014-2015 MVP campaign. Yeah, and this was even before the 2 wins against the Spurs and Houston.
Listen. In 2014, 2015, I personally think Harden should have won that MVP. Honestly, I think he should have won that MVP. I think that Curry won it.
Even with the amount of games that they won?
That's why I think Curry won it, because of the amount of games that they won. But I think as far as like a better season, I think Harden had a better season that year than Steph did.
What was Harden's team's in the standings? Won they like 6th? Second?
Yeah. I think that Curry's MVP season, like when you was like, yo, can't nobody rock with Steph, was last year. I will never discredit what Steph did. Last year was incredible.
So I will put him as my 5th.
Okay, that's cool. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with that. None. I thought you was gonna have like 7 MVP, and I'm like, bro, you wildin'.
No. I definitely wouldn't have him as my MVP. Okay. He definitely struggled for a lot of this year trying to figure out how to get KD in rhythm. But how much are you struggling if you still averaging 25, 7, and 5? Like
it's like if you make a classic album and you make a good album. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, listen, hold on, wait a minute. To rebut your argument about Harden should have been the MVP that year, the Warriors were 67 and 15.
That's cool.
The Rockets were 56 and 26. That's an 11-game difference, bro.
Look at Harden's stats.
I understand that, but that's an 11-game difference, bro.
That's cool.
No. Listen to me. That means
the White was hurt most of that year. You know that,
that's
right?
An 11-game difference, bro. Listen. That's an 11-game difference in your first year with a brand new coach and a brand new starting 5.
Gee, one of the top 5 centers in the league was hurt for half of the year.
Gee. They got rid of Dwight because they couldn't even play offense with him.
No, they got rid of Dwight because they didn't like each other the next year. Like, yo, Dwight was hurt for half of the year.
And what I'm saying to you is they won 11 more games.
Listen, hindsight 2020. You speaking on what we know now. I'm talking about what we knew back then. You like, yo, Dwight been hurt for half of the year. Harden still had them.
Gee, they won 67 games. Do you not realize that's a top 15
you won 56 games without Dwight Howard.
Bro.
What you mean, bro?
Listen to me.
I feel you.
Once you get over 66 wins, you in the top 15 win season of all time.
No, look, listen. I'm not discrediting. No, you ain't got to do that. I'm not discrediting Steph's season. I'm just saying, I personally think Harden should have won that year because Harden had to deal with more. They were the healthiest team. Harden had his second best player hurt all year and still won 56 games. 56 games. With his second best player gone, dead, knee not available to play, bro. My man's knee was on the side of him. He couldn't do it. That's literally all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay.
Switching subjects.
Let's talk about let's finish this off with these power rankings.